after some twists and some turns and fighting giant plant demons, you made it out with the living but mangled body of your friend Baz. You made it to the inn where you talked with Ismark, and you agreed to help him evacuate his sister from the city, not in the morning, but the following morning. The next day, you went around town. A few of you went to the church to investigate there. A few of you went to the shop to cause trouble. You met the giant retarded nephew of the shopkeep. And then Breck went to Mad Mary's house to speak with her and found out about her missing daughter. And we ended it with Breck. It is now after lunchtime, and you are killing time in the bar.
Can I go to the shop and sell the shit I have in my inventory?
Yeah.
Don't do it. It's a trap.
That's what Tao calls the Thai whorehouse in town.
You mean my favorite spot to go? Oh fuck! I dropped my Oreo.
I heard Mad Mary's was a whorehouse. You should go there.
I'm good to rest up before we head out.
Well, it's only afternoon. There are more things to do. So, Tyle wants to go to the inn or the shopkeeper, which is fine. You can do that. And what are you trying to sell him?
The necklace and 4 rings I have.
All right. What are the prices I gave you for those? I don't have it up right now.
750 for the necklace and 25G each for the rings. So that would be 100 or 100 gold for the rings since there's 4 of them.
Okay. You approach the merchant at the counter, and he, after looking over your selection, he strokes his beard, purses his lips, and he will offer you 325 gold for the lot.
I would like to be like, I went through a lot of trouble on this, and I believe these are valued at 850 gold. I'll go for 600 gold.
Ah, a bit of a barter, eh? All right. How about 325 gold?
$500 gold.
Wise man, will come down. I see your 500. I'll offer you 325 gold.
Is that all the gold you have in your possession right now?
No, but it's all the gold I'm willing to offer you.
400.
Nah.
Okay, you have a deal.
Excellent.
You are terrible at this, by the way.
My guy
He-
ain't smart.
He hands you over a bag of coin, and he scoops the rings and the necklace into a small box that he tucks away. Pleasure doing business with you.
Thank you. How do you add gold to your inventory?
I don't know.
Go to your equipment tab.
Oh, okay. I'll head back to the inn, to where everyone else is, and I'll. Does everyone else see their ping at 66? Just I'll change it.
Explosions, mother.
I'll. How many people do we have in our party?
6.
I'll. Give 50 gold to everyone.
Okay. As you guys are hanging out in the common room, uh, the afternoon, Ismark comes in and he asks if you will join him at the Burgomaster's mansion, which is at E4, and he will inform you of the plan.
Vakis is gonna stay close to Baz and try to help him in any way that he can, because he feels responsible for Baz going down.
Baz is going to go to his room, try to sleep off some of these ill effects.
Then I guess I will go to the Burgomaster's house.
I mean, you can hang out with
You hear the kids? Daddy, pay attention to us. No, they're yelling for food from my wife.
I thought they said
Children,
daddy.
children, we're children.
him.
We're
No,
children. We're children.
they call Amanda Daddy.
In that house, it's probably true.
Wow.
I
Always
mean,
took food as a
my
bottom.
God.
yeah, pretty much.
All right. So, I just assumed everyone was going. Is anyone staying?
No, I'm going.
I mean, what's Baz doing?
He is just gonna go rest. He is all tuckered out
And
from his ordeal.
from dying and being possessed.
He prefers to call it the ordeal. So as you walk up to this building, you notice that it is a weary-looking mansion, and it sits behind a rusting iron fence. The gates are twisted and torn. The right gate is completely off and thrown on the ground, and the left side just kind of swings in the wind. There is a squeal and clang as it waves back and forth, clanking against the stone, and it's just repetitive and constant. There are weeds all over the grounds, and they press all the way up against the house itself, and against the walls. The growth of the weeds has been stomped down. There are claw markings against the paint and the finish of the walls. Large black marks on the walls show of fires that have come against the building. No glass, not even a tiny piece, remains in any of the windows. And all of the windows are barred with planks.
This is hardly a mansion.
Needs to be condemned.
Not that bad.
Ismark will kind of grimace against the uh, accusations against the house and escort you in, constantly keeping eye out, keeping watch for anyone who might be coming from afar.
It's the garbage house.
Oh, it's the house of the master of burgers.
I don't think it means what you think it means there, Brick.
So, as you enter the house, you can see that the interior of this mansion is well furnished. It is very different from the outside. Everything is well kept up. The furniture is very nice. A few of the fixtures show wear, but the things that seem off about this house are the windows being boarded up. And there are holy symbols in every room, not just one, not of one god, but of many different gods. Um, there is a room off to the side of the entryway as you come in, but Ismark leads you past that room into a dining area that has a large map on the table.
Well then.
So Ismark will show you on the map. You are over here in E. Now his plan is to go south across the Ilvis and then move over towards F. And from there are two paths to take. One is much shorter, and it cuts through the forest directly while following the river. The other cuts through the forest. It is longer, but it is much more well-traveled and therefore safer. But it will take almost twice as long to move through, or it'll take almost twice as long to go through that path as opposed to cutting it up again along the river. From there, you will cross the bridge here before Sarah Falls at H, move up along here, and then skirt the forest and go around the Old Svalich Road until you get to Valaki. The journey should take several days.
Are the roads dangerous?
Everything is dangerous with the demon about. We will do our best to take precaution against him, but he is a monster and he is after Irina. He will no doubt come for her. This is why we will leave during day, hide during the cover of night, and try to avoid him at all costs. I fear that shall we not make it to Valaki, my sister is lost.
Right. So follow the road. We're not cutting through near the river, or are we going to cut through the river?
He will suggest that you make the cut and follow the river.
I agree.
It will cut almost a full day's travel off of the time.
Right. Right here. Is that a town that we can stop in?
He will tell you that oftentimes there are people traveling between, and this is a common resting point between them. He believes that if you leave at dawn in the morning, that you should be able to make it there.
Sounds good to me. I say let's do it.
Would it be easier to go through the woods?
The woods. I don't understand what you're saying.
I'm
Okay.
moving my mouse over where I'm suggesting.
You want to go through the woods? There's a big river here that doesn't have a crossing point.
We wouldn't have to
Uh,
cross. I'm saying go through the woods and then follow the river to where we would then join the road.
So as you are pointing this plan out, Ismark will say, um, if we follow the path you are suggesting, we will skirt perilously close to Castle Ravenoft and the Devil Strahd, who resides there.
That seems like it should have been important information to divulge.
I did not know why you suggested it. Yes, here, and he'll indicate to Kay. This is Castle Ravenloft, the seat of the Devil Strahd. We should try to stay as far away as we can.
I will follow the party.
That's good. Otherwise, there wouldn't be a plot.
All good points.
Right, so we rest up tonight and head out early in the morning.
Yes, we will leave at dawn, first light.
So, question for you. I see you have all these holy symbols around. Is it safer in here than it is in the inn?
As you ask that question, you hear a woman's voice coming from behind you, entering the room. And you see a young woman with dark hair. She's wearing armor and she has a sword at her belt. And you hear her say as she enters the room, "No place is safe, but Strahd cannot enter, nor can his minions, without an invitation. You've seen the outside of the house. They come every night. No place is safe, but this is as safe as any."
I elbow Pleasant Sings and go, meow.
I'll do that little like purr thing. I can't do it. My mouth is frozen.
You guys are weird.
Ismark will kind of elbow you in the ribs and say, "This is my sister, Irina, the young woman we will be escorting to Vallaki in the morning."
It is a pleasure to meet you, ma'am.
I walk over and bow my head and grab her hand and kiss it.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Urena.
She will look over all of you, and she'll look to her brother, and she'll ask if the sorry, I was joking there for a second. She will ask if this is the group that he has prepared for travel.
Does it cut to us like standing there like an '80s movie, like with a bunch of people
Yeah,
like
someone's
standing
got
there,
a
like looking
finger in his
rusty?
nose.
Well,
Things is
well,
Lincoln
Matt.
himself.
Well, Irina, we happened to walk across. We saved an old woman from being killed, being accused of being a witch. we fought the perils of a house and only had a butterball pass away. He's back now. He's good. So I think we're doing pretty well and should be able to escort you all the way to Valaki.
What he said.
I am not so confident, but I will do my best.
I start flexing as well. It's not impressive because I'm not strong, but
As long as there isn't water.
There's water.
we're crossing a
Going
bridge.
next to the river.
So she will look you over and then look to Ismark and say, "Doesn't matter which party you've arranged for, Ismark. I told you I will not leave while our father lies uninterred."
He lays in a turd?
Poopy.
It means he is not buried.
Why is he not buried?
What if he's a vampire, just like Strahd?
Or a zombie.
That'll be
She-
dead.
She'll tell you that she knows that this is not the case, and she'll lead you to the drawing room right off of the front hallway, and you'll see there is a rough made casket there. There is a smell as you enter the room, and she will indicate their father, who has passed not 3 days hence. And she will look across and say that no one in the village has been brave enough to help Ismark take this man's name is Collian to the cemetery for a proper burial. And she will not leave until her father is interred properly.
Now, I got a question for you. Seems like dead things keep coming back. Why don't you do like a funeral fire and we do it right outside?
It may not be their way.
Silly ways. People die, go to ground, come back as tree. Just throw them outside, let them rot.
She does not like the sound of that.
Of which one, the fire or the rotting? The rotting doesn't sound pleasant. I agree.
I wouldn't mind being a tree after I die.
She'll explain to you that her father, Collian, is part of a long line. These are people who have dedicated themselves to defeating Strahd. Her and her brother are now the last two of the line, and Strahd would like nothing more than to take them, raise their father up against him, as he has done to others of their bloodline. However, she says if she is interred in the family plot in the cemetery, they can enlist the help of the priest, Donovich, to perform a ritual that will prevent him from being raised.
So, I met this Donovich, and he seems like he has his hands full and couldn't even help anyone else out. So, I think we might be at a loss on that one.
Gizmo can help extend your family line.
I mean, there's that too.
As I nudge him.
So, did you already
With the
work?
cats.
Did you already work out with the priest to do this, or is he? You just got something on him that's gonna make him do this?
He will do it because he must.
I mean, that sounds like all right. I mean,
Donovich would not knowingly give Strahd another ally in the undead.
we could do that with fire too.
It may not be their way.
I mean, we're talking about not bringing this body back. But all right, so we need to go to the cemetery, and I don't want to be there at night because seeing the church and all the attacks on it, It's downright creepy.
Is there any other reason why the villagers would not want to help?
Because the cemetery's creepy, and
That's-
most of the people walking outside are dead too.
She will look at the floor with sudden shame washing over her face. And Ismark will step into the room and he will say that they are all cowards. They fear to do anything for Irina, with Irina, against Irina, because she is marked by Strahd. He calls for her in the night. He demands that they turn her over to him. He tries to force her hand. He claims that she will be his bride. This is why we must leave Irina. And she suddenly her head shoots up and she says, I will not leave with him lying in the drawing room. He will be interred next to mother in the family crypt, or I will make no step forth from this house.
Wait, so you have a crypt? We just gotta take this casket, open up the crypt, toss it in there.
Just
Bob
half-assed it,
Joko.
just throw it in.
There will need to be a ceremony.
Let him say a few words, and then we'll call it good.
Exactly. I mean, I just, you know, he didn't say there was a crypt. I thought we had to like dig a hole. I was ready to go grab a shovel.
So just so I'm clear, the shovel part is what was throwing Breck off. He's like, I'm not digging. That's not what I'm about.
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't mind doing some heavy lifting every now and then, but I mean, you know, digging a hole for a dead guy, that's just silly.
Question: Do you have a cart to move him, or are we actually going to have to carry him to the crypt?
They'll tell you that they have a cart. It's a hand cart, but it will work for this purpose.
I believe that this is something we can do.
So will you be staying here, Urina? Arena?
I mean, she better go with us. I don't think she's gonna trust us to actually do it right.
I believe Bismarck can accompany us.
So, Gizmo, you want to stay here and
Nope. We all have to
Nothing.
carry the body to
No.
the gravesite. That means all of us are going. I want you sitting here in this drawing room making pretty pictures.
That is not what it means.
He said it was a drawing room. That's probably when they made that pretty map they were showing us. Now, where's the cart?
So they bring around the cart, and you help load this casket or this coffin onto it, and you push it up through town. And you are headed to E5 to get Donovan.
Is this with Bismarck, or did Arena actually accompany us?
They are both there.
So do we already have the body in the cart and everything?
Yes.
Okay.
So as we're walking, I'd like to turn to Bismarck and say, so them asking Strahd asking the villagers to get Irina, would that have anything to do with all of your glass from your windows being broken out?
Explosions, mother.
He chuckles and he says, "These cowards would not come against us. The glass comes from the swarms, the bats, the ravens, the undead, wolves that howl outside, giants that press their paws up against the glass and shatter it. The townsfolk here are too frightened of Strahd to say no, but they are too cowardly to do anything for themselves.
Right. I say we make haste to get this done before it starts getting dark out.
Okay, so you guys, as you are pushing the cart up the street, you notice that where there were few people before, there are no people. Shutters quickly close as you are walking further up the street. Doors slam off in the distance. Here and there, you see a couple of eyes poking out through curtains, but nobody says anything. There is no body presence on the street. You spend a few minutes walking up, and you make it to the church. And Ismark walks up to the door and he pounds on it. And he calls, Donovich! And after a few minutes, you hear shuffling and a creaking and the door open. And Jordan and Tile, you see a face that you saw earlier this morning in the weathered old priest.
Hey there, Donovan.
Donovich.
Hey,
Hey, Donnie.
we're on a nickname basis here. As I do like a Fonzie type thing with my thumbs. Hey, Donnie.
So he acknowledges you, and he asks what this is regarding.
We would like to assist these two on laying the father to rest. Will you help us?
Man, Food's got some great background music for these town folks.
No, clearly you're upset about this.
Donovich is not happy. No, so he pokes his head out and sees behind you that you have the casket on a cart, and he looks at Ismark, and he looks to Arena. You see that when he looks at Arena, he gets markedly, more morose. And he looks back to his altar, sighs, and steps out the door. And he follows you out to the cemetery plot. They lead you through the cemetery to one of the larger crypts off to the side. And they have you take the coffin out, and they open it up, Irina and Ismark, and they pick up the body and they take it over to the stone coffin in the crypt. And Ismark kind of nods over to the big guys and over to the stone lid.
Wow, I think he's looking at us.
Seems that way.
Yeah, I guess that's what we're about here for. The heavy parts. I'll take the one side. I guess you grab the other.
Can do.
Walk over to the stone lid. So we're opening it?
Yeah.
Okay. So we kind of push it.
Push it real good. Are there any sconces or any light sources?
There are 2 brackets for torches, but none are burning.
Are there torches in them?
There are.
I will light the torches.
So Donovich will kind of he reaches into a pouch on his belt, and he sprinkles something into the empty coffin, and then he motions to Ismark and Irina, and they lower the body down into it. And you can see on Irina's face there are tears streaming down, but she is not crying. She is crying, but she is not weeping.
Are the tears
And-
regular tears?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Donovich says you should go to the front. This will take a while, and you should get prepared.
Prepared for what?
He'll look at you and kind of shake his head. I forget with you new recruits. Strahd will not give a prize like this up quite so easily. I expect him here in a few moments.
Like Strahd himself, or like a lackey of Strahd?
For a treasure such as this, he will come.
But it's daylight. I thought he didn't come out during the day.
Donovich just shakes his head, and Ismark and Irina head out to the front.
I feel like we did not get all the information.
Of course not.
Guys, is Strahd, is he a vampire, or is that just information that I'm assuming?
I'm gonna take it that he is a vampire.
Wait, doesn't that mean that so is Irina? Cause she's marked by him?
No,
Well, I
think the market is like, like a dog. He kind of pees on something and claims it.
Like dibs. Like dibs, she's mine.
Exactly. I mean,
Sure.
that's how I usually mark my thing. I just kind of like, pour it out, pee on it a little bit, makes it mine.
I've seen it.
I'm seeing it.
The things we learn.
Has to wear it in a while.
So, I need to get these two.
Is this the entrance to the crypt over here?
Yes.
At first I thought that was Anakin Skywalker from episode 3. Ismark.
That's kind of
Oh
like
my God.
Anakin Skywalker.
You overestimate my power.
That's why he actually went to the top of the stairs so he could have the high ground.
It's true.
Yeah.
Don't make me kill you.
So does this mean Ismark is gonna die from a broken heart?
She just say Bismarcky.
I know I said Ismarky.
Ah, got what you need.
I told Strahd I'm just a friend. I told Strahd I'm just a friend. Oh baby, you.
All right.
Oh,
So,
I'm gonna ready my crossbow.
okay. You wait outside for a few minutes, and nothing happens. but Ismark and Irina are remaining vigilant, watching out. Like they know that something's coming, it's just not here yet. And after about 10 minutes, you see crawling up from the graves several bodies, and they begin to walk towards the crypt.
So I kind of take it that the priest didn't do the ritual for these guys.
See, I told you that the dead will come. It's fire. The simple as that. Fire.
And while you keep talking about fire, Ismark will look at you and say, "The bodies of the soulless have always been toys of the devil."
Well, maybe in the town you guys should have done a wide burning.
What about your father?
He is not soulless.
So he's got a soul still in there?
Yes, as do I and you.
But he's dead.
You lose your soul when you die.
He was born with a soul.
I don't think I was born with a soul. I'm pretty sure I don't even have a soul. I mean, I don't think I'm wearing shoes right now.
How dare you assume my soul?
Okay. Go ahead and roll initiative.
All these numbers correct?
Yep.
Sounds like a bad theme.
The horde have just one initiative.
Yep.
There you go. And they're spaced out for you, GF, so they don't freak out.
That is good. All right. So, plays and sings is first.
I'm going to cast heroism on Breck and be like, "Go smash them, buddy."
So break does best.
So he now is not able to be frightened, and gains 3 temporary hit points.
All right. Oh, that's worse. There we go. All right, Vacus.
I'd like to hold my turn until I change this baby's diaper.
Okay, that seems good.
That's actually the
Brett.
ghouls crying.
How much are these squares?
5 feet. We're back to normal. Oh, you aren't familiar with normal. So every square is 5 feet.
Can I hold my action until they act?
You
Yeah.
can hold your attack.
So I can move and then hold my attack?
Yeah.
Alright, that's what I'm going to do. I got here.
Okay.
I will hold my attack.
So in 5th edition, you kind of have to give a trigger so you can like hold it until someone gets in range or something like that.
Somebody gets in raid.
Okay. Gizmo.
All right. Okay, so all right, and I'm gonna take a shot at this one right here.
Okay.
And I get advantage on my roll because he hasn't gone yet. So 17. And a 16. So,
I mean, those would both hit.
okay. I mainly was rolling to see if I got a 20.
Yeah.
All right, so that means I get to roll 3d6. That is 12 plus 5, so 17 damage.
Ghoul falls.
I look back at our arena and be like, you saw that? Yeah.
Gary.
I feel like every time my turn comes up, my Jewish grandmother's talking to me.
What are you talking about, Gary?
Did you eat lunch yet? you look famished.
Yeah. I'll stand there, and I'll also hold my attack for when someone gets in range.
Okay. The ghouls.
I just picture that when they move, they're actually moving in the style of Thriller.
They are wearing leather jackets that are shiny and red.
Are they dancing in unison?
They are, in fact, yeah.
That's why they all moved at the same time.
So Breck and Gary can make an attack.
Unnatural 20.
Hits.
18.
Hits.
Someone knocked my dice.
That would be Tile.
I did not lock his dice. I only locked Ingu.
7 damage.
Which one are you attacking?
Attacking the one to my right.
That one?
Yep.
Okay.
And 10 on this one right here.
Okay. Play sensings.
I will.
Did he hold his turn?
No. That's Vakis.
That was Vakis, but he's still on poop duty.
He's actually taking care of his ghouls.
I will. Run up right here, and I'll attack with my sword.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that would be a. If it's find niece, I get to use strength or finesse, whatever.
What did you say?
Niece. Fitness. Finesse.
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 What the fuck? Fine.
My 5 knees.
I'm gonna hit him with my fine knees.
Go get her, Susan.
A small
Sorry,
child
what?
comes out of the woodworks and like just comes up and punches the ghoul in the dick.
What
Or
a
is it
fine
pers-
niece you have there.
or is that what that means?
Finesse.
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 Finesse means that you can strike with either dexterity or strength.
Okay, I'm just gonna. That's just straight up 7.
7 misses. It's a deserved miss. Fine niece. Food, you still on poop duty?
No, I'm back. Has anybody taken any damage? Has anything happened like detrimental other than ghouls showing up?
Just ghouls.
Just fucking ghouls. Okay, then I will. I will dire wolf it then.
And then I pounce.
No pounds. Except I'm big. Yeah, I'm big. And I'm gonna hit this guy, and I have advantage because I have a ally within 5 feet.
Yep.
Oh shit, we're on the opposite side of the table. I need to get over here. That's a D12. Hold on. That's gonna be a 23 to hit.
That hits.
That's gonna be 11 damage.
Okay. All right. Next. Make a. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Is that a hearing or smell?
Nope.
I got a natural 20.
Is this for everyone?
Yeah, anyone who wants to.
I got a 9.
I also have a 9.
11.
That would be a 12 plus 7, so a 19.
Okay, so just Tile. You notice that there is rapid cloud cover coming in. Like there's a storm on the way.
Okay.
Wait, what the hell did Tile roll?
Natural 20.
A natural 20 and a 19 doesn't see cloud cover? Alright.
You
Natural
are
20 is
in the
always
midst of
success.
combat. You're not really looking up at the clouds.
I'm standing back just shooting people. I'm looking at everything.
Well, you guys know Tile. He's probably on his back on the other side of the mob, like just being like, I don't know what life is.
Wait, did he miss the?
You know, he missed the fine knees.
Oh, I heard it. It's a wireless headset.
Yeah. So. Yeah, Tile, you notice that. Breck.
Go ahead and take a swing at the one on the right again.
All right.
Uh, 18.
18 hits.
Um, 12 points a day.
Oh, hell yeah.
So make these a state.
Yep,
and you
I'm
can
done.
I'm talking to food, but
Those are some cool models.
Stop touching stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Gizmo.
Alright, I'm gonna take a shot at this one right here.
Okay.
That's 17 plus 7.
Hits.
I'm gonna see if I get a 20.
Why do you have advantage?
I get advantage on every against people that have not gone this round.
I think that's the beginning of combat. You're talking about the assassin talent thing, right?
You have advantage on attack rolls against any creature that hasn't taken a turn in okay, so I guess it is only the first one.
Yep.
Alright, man.
But 17 plus 7 still hits.
Okay. That is for 15 damage.
All right.
Hey guys, you guys know who would be enjoying this right now? Baz. I miss Baz. I hope he's feeling better.
Gary.
his voice is in my head. So weird. Gonna attack in the long sword. Oh, natural 20!
Misses.
Oh, the only hit with a natural 21.
Gotta get that natural 21.
Oh, wasn't not great. 13.
Is Mark. They're gonna attack. They both get advantage. It's good. They both hit. Yes, they both seem comfortable dispatching the undead.
I yell out, "Look at the clouds! It's gonna rain. We gotta go."
So it is Plazensing's turn.
I yell out, it's gonna rain soon. We need to leave now.
At initiative count 20. More undead rise from the ground. No, they're still at 7, but at initiative count 20, more zombies come up.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Vakus,
Yes.
you're up.
I apologize. Why did they all back up?
These are more zombies.
Oh, these are new ones.
Whoa.
I'm going to move forward and I'll hold my.
Okay.
So all the zombies that are near us are dead?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna move here and then hold my attack if somebody gets in range.
All right. Yzmo.
All right, so I do get advantage on these guys because they have not went.
They have not acted.
Okay. And I'm gonna take a shot at this one right here.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Misses.
Tom, stealing one of your d6. That is for 19 damage. And I look over at Irina and I'm like, yeah, good shot, wasn't it?
She is not listening to you.
All right,
She's very focused.
we'll talk later.
Gary.
That's a 16 to hit.
Well, that hits. Gary has stopped fucking around.
That's 6 damage.
He continues to fuck around. Okay.
Hang on, I'll be right back. Go switch channels.
Okay. couple of attacks here. Those are 2 hits. And then they will both move back a couple at the end of their turn. The ghouls. Two of them will attack Gary. One will attack Ismark. He'll miss Ismark. Those are 19s, Gary.
They hit me.
Oh, that's not bad. That is 10 damage total. Blazin sings.
I am going to move up to this beautiful corpse. I'm gonna slash at him.
Okay.
Do you still have movement tile left?
What do you mean?
Because if you can move there, you get advantage. But that's only if you want to. It's your choice.
Nah, I'm gonna stay there.
Cute, trying to tiny hut him.
No, I'm making suggestions.
21 hits.
So that would be 8 damage.
Pretty good. Orcas.
You there, food? I'm gonna guess he got taken away for
Baby duty.
Yep.
That's okay. Breck.
I need probably
If
just
he
move.
comes back this round, yeah.
Yeah.
You move there, attack the ghoul.
Okay.
That's gonna be 23.
Hits.
Oh, that'd be 7 damage.
All right.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
How are you doing, Gary? Like life wise?
Just a flesh wound.
So here there are more zombies coming out. Gizmo.
All right. Going to shoot at that one right there. That's 9 plus 7, 16. Thank God I had a 16.
First one hit.
For 15 damage.
Where?
15 damage on this one right here.
Okay.
One shot, one kill.
Gary.
Attack him.
Okay.
Is there a chance that I can do something after Gary?
Yep. I was just gonna move you to the bottom of the players.
All right, sounds good.
So it's a 15.
Hits.
Nine damage.
All right. Vajas.
All right, I'm going to drop the wolf form. Is that a bonus action to drop it?
Yep.
Or does it just happen?
I think it's a bonus to shift either way.
Okay, so I'll use my bonus to. Oh, shit. Can I cast a spell that normally is a bonus action as an action?
Yeah.
Then I will cast Healing Spirit. I'm gonna cast it right on top of Humble Gary.
Okay.
So let me read out what Healing Spirit does so that everybody understands. You call forth a nature spirit to soothe the wounded. The intangible spirit appears in a space that is 5-foot cube that you can see in your range. The spirit looks like a transparent beast or fae of your choice. Until the spell ends, whenever you or a creature you can see moves into the spirit space for the first time or starts their turn there, they can restore 1d6 hit points, and it lasts for a minute. And anybody that moves through that space will be able to get a 1d6, or if anybody starts their turn in that space, they get a 1d6. And I can move it as a bonus action on my turn.
All right.
Hey, I have a question about like shifting from large to medium size. Do you get to pick which square you're in?
Yeah.
Or are you just in the middle of these and you just move from there?
You get to pick the square.
All right, cool.
So, food, just use your pixel paint to draw where your ghost is. And then if you move it, you can just erase it and draw a new one.
Sounds good.
Let's see. They will come here. Make many attacks on the ghoul.
Food, how long does that spell last?
1 minute.
Okay. So 10
And
turns.
I can concentrate and even be in wolf form while it's out.
Food. It's like Lightwell.
It is precisely like Lightwell.
All right. His mark gets attacked twice. They miss. Breck gets it once. Ooh, Breck, that's a hearty 12.
That's a bit.
Then 2 on Gary. One's a 12, which I think is
That's a miss.
above your AC. Oh. And then,
If only.
Yeah. One's a 22, which I think barely gets you.
Yeah, barely.
Whoa. 4
Big
damage.
damage. Wow.
Big
I'm dead.
4. Big 4. It's over. Plays and sings.
Plays and things is going to. So each one's 5?
Yep.
I'm gonna use my feline agility to come up around here, get on this side of him.
Okay.
And then I'm going to attack him, and I get advantage, right?
Yep.
Wow. A whopping 6 and 4.
Those both miss.
So not only are you terrible at pouncing, you're also terrible at attacking.
Just
Attacking
anytime
is
he's a cat, it's bad.
That's true.
Well, it's
But-
because he's using a fine knees to attack.
You were really good as a gorilla.
I wish I had finesse,
Gotta get that fine niece.
but now I only have versatile and martile.
It's versatile.
Versatile. Oh, my bad.
All right. So, on initiative 20. More Zambonis come out. Vargas.
Wolf form.
Okay.
How do I change?
Just push 2.
Rawr. Alright, and then I'm going to I'll go do something crazy and go right here.
Okay.
Going to attack this guy.
All right. Stealing kills from Breck. I like it.
Oh, that's not good. That's a 13.
13 hits.
Okay. It's going to be 10 damage.
Okay. Breck.
Oh. I'm gonna attack the one right next to me.
Okay.
That would be 11.
11 misses.
Gotta use more fine knees there, Breck.
You done, Breck?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, okay. Gizmo.
All right. I'm gonna move over to here. Can I be in a spot with a corpse in it or no?
Yeah.
I mean, I can move up
I mean,
here.
you
It's
just
fine.
kind of. It's a body that's laying on the ground, so
I'll
you
just-
would be fine.
I'll just sit right here, and I'm gonna fire at this one here.
Okay.
That is 13.
13 hits.
Okay, just a little bit better roll. For 15 damage.
On this one. On that one.
Yep. And
All right.
the storm that Blazing Sings was talking about, how's it looking now?
It's real dark and stormy. It has moved in quickly.
Can I... And the father is in here, correct?
Yeah, Donovich is in there.
Let's see. Yeah. I'm gonna move back to where I was.
Okay. Gary.
Get your healing.
Oh, we D6 of healing.
Get them sweet, sweet heels, humble Gary.
It's for 5. And the attack roll was for 14.
14 hits.
8 damage.
All right. On that guy. Good. All right. So they're going to attack this zombie. They're going to do pretty good. And at this, Ismark is going to yell, "Get back! We've been drawn from the crypt."
Did Anakin
That
take
zombie.
attack of opportunity?
Yeah, it missed. And from the back, you hear a clapping sound, followed by this laugh that seems to be coming from nowhere.
Now, real quick, from the back, do you mean over here or over here?
I mean, over
Okay,
here.
from the crypt. Gotcha.
Yeah, from the crypt. And you hear a voice call out, "Well done, Ismark. You were always the clever one." And you see stepping out of the crypt, holding a body, is a man who is very well dressed. He is put together. His hair is long and combed back. He's wearing clothes that are made of fine silks, and he is holding the corpse in a single hand, as if it is nothing at all. And he will look past Ismark and he'll say, "It is well that I see my bride here. Irina, I have come for your father, but I would be happy to take you with me as well." And you see her just howl with rage and spit on the floor, which just makes the man laugh. And you hear Ismark yell, "Devil, murderer, monster, put my father down." To which Strahd laughs. And he kind of tosses the corpse up in one hand as if it's just a small sack of coin. And he says, "This? I think not. In fact, I do not think that I will be letting your father, the respected burgomaster, rest for a very, very long time."
Did he say Burgermaster?
Master of burgers.
It means mayor.
Oh.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
And with that, as he laughs, the zombies are gonna go. One on Breck, one on Gary, one on Vakis, one on Plays and Sings, two on Plays and Sings. Plays and Sings, it's 16-17.
Those both hit.
All right. Big damage here. That is 11. Vakis, he misses. Breck, that is an 11. Big 11.
Miss.
Gary, big 16.
Whiff.
All right. Plays and Sings.
Let's see. I will. I guess I'll attack school right here, right in front of me.
All right.
— 12.
12 misses.
Kyle, have you hit anyone yet?
Once.
You did hear one. Strahd, he calls out one more time. "Irina, I will be waiting for you. I will always be waiting for you. I will see you again very soon." And he flies up into the air and off to the northwest. Bacchus.
So he's well out of range, correct?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it depends on your range, but he's going
100 feet.
pretty far.
If I dash, I can make it 100 feet.
He's flying.
Yeah. If I run 10 feet, I can jump my strength times 5 or something like that. Some bullshit.
Yeah, but it's restricted to a certain height, is it not?
I don't know. I believe it's restricted to your strength, isn't it?
No, there is a feat that lets you jump high, but otherwise it is equal to 5 times your strength modifier.
So okay. So I could only jump 15 feet. Okay. Then I will hit this ghoul like a bitch.
All right.
— 17.
17 hits.
Uh, 7 plus 3, so that's gonna be 10.
All right.
If he's not dead, he has to make a strength saving throw.
Okay. That is a 14.
The DC is 13.
It's the strongest ghoul you've ever seen. Breck.
Gonna hit the one next to
All right.
me. 9.
9 misses. Gizmo.
I am going to use my feline agility and come in here and check on the priest.
Okay. You find Donovich unconscious on the floor.
But not dead?
Not dead.
Okay, so that's... let's see, I was there. So I still have 20 movement. Okay.
That means he is conscience.
And I'm going to take a shot at that one.
Okay.
Let's see, 15 plus a...
That hits.
Okay. That is for 17 damage.
All right.
And-
Gary.
I'm gonna yell out to Ismar to everyone that the father has been is alive but unconscious.
But the father just got taken on by the vampire.
Sorry. The not the father, not Irina's father, but the priest.
Ah.
You done talking? Can I have my turn?
No, you can have some healing. Is what you can have. You dummy.
3 healing.
Yes.
And my attack roll on that guy is going to be a 12.
12 misses.
I suck.
This is a wily zombie.
They are gonna run up. Irina will attack that ghoul. And in her anger and through her tears, she misses. Ismark gets advantage, but he sucks like a bitch. The ghouls will attack Breck, Vakus. Well, no one over here has hit anyone, so probably one on Irina and one on Ismark. Breck, big 16.
Hits.
Yes. 8 damage. Vargas. Big 14. Ismark, that one will hit. He takes 2. And Irina, that one will miss.
Got that big dick damage.
Direwolf AC is 14, so that hit. Food takes 8. Plays and sings.
Food takes 8.
Food takes 8.
Hold on, I gotta make a con save.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be a 19. That's gonna stay up.
It's gonna be a 8.
Was that with advantage?
Jesus, with advantage?
Oh, wait, with advantage. I forgot about advantage being like that. 17.
17 hits.
You only have your proficiency? Like, that's it?
Yep. It's gonna be 2 damage.
Big 2. Vakas.
How are you still doing on health, Humble Gary?
I'm doing just fine.
Who's hurting? Is anybody hurting?
I mean, I took 5 points of damage. But that's about it.
What about Plays and Sings?
I took 11.
I will move it to Plays and Sings.
All right.
And that's a bonus action. And then I'm going to attack this guy.
Sure.
Why am I attacking this guy when I could attack with advantage? Is that 11?
11 misses.
I'm going to use my movement to just move 5 feet right there.
All right. Breck.
I'm gonna take a swing at the guy.
All right.
21.
Barely hits.
That's going to be 6 points of damage.
Good, good.
And I'm also going to go ahead and
Geoff, why are you moving the turn?
It's Gizmo's turn.
Okay. And I'm gonna take a shot at that one.
misses. Hits Irina in the head. Campaign over.
That is a. That's no, that's a miss. 4 plus 7, so not a 13.
Nope. Gary.
Fuck it. I'll stack him. Natural 1.
Sweet. Go ahead and roll some percentage dice.
He's gonna hit the dog in the butt.
$95. No, God, no.
Oh, that's a big one. You have to make a. You have to make a Constitution save.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, that was
It
close.
was almost a natural 1 again. That's going to be 22.
Okay, so. You fall down prone. You take 4 damage. But you are not unconscious.
Thank God. I slipped in the mud, guys. I'm sorry.
Hit myself with my own sword.
You're like just like run over there. I'm gonna attack the zombie.
You're
You're
gonna
like,
hear,
I tripped on the zombie right here that was dead.
you're
Yeah.
gonna hear Bacchus just go.
That
Arena
dog
will
just
make one
laughed.
attack. Arena fucking
I
sucks.
think he farted in my face.
Oh, that's even worse.
Ismark does not suck. Ghouls. One's gonna attack Gary. Easy prey.
You fuck.
The other one's gonna attack Arena. Gary. Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Takes 14 damage as the ghoul jumps on you and starts to claw at your vulnerable innards.
Get him off me. Brick, help.
I'm gonna help you, buddy. That's not consent, zombie.
I'm being raped. Blow the whistle.
Plays and sings. You get healed at the beginning of your turn.
Did the ghoul ask to change Humble Gary's nappy before he did?
No. Went straight for that
Alright.
beehole.
And then I'm just gonna step over here and get that attack going.
Why would you do that?
Sweet, sweet attack.
Ugh.
You can only be healed once per round.
Did he take his 1d6 of healing? Because he started
Yeah.
his turn. Alright.
Now the space is open, so anybody could actually step into it and get a d6 of healing.
But he's a bard. Doesn't he have like 2 hit points?
I have 26. So that's a 17, and let's see if I get a natural
Hits.
20.
That's gonna go off, isn't it? Nope.
Okay, so 17. Six damage.
Okay. Vargas.
Volkus will attack the ghoul that is surrounded by friends.
Yeah, but you have too many allies, so it's double disadvantage.
That would be a 24.
Hits.
Was it a natural, though?
Natural 24.
That's going to be for 8 damage.
And the last ghoul falls.
I will slowly try to help Gary up with my nose.
You damn beast.
I will
Turn-
let Gary fall back on his face.
Turn back into yourself. Ah, I'm covered in mud and guts.
I stand back in that well. Can I get healed again? Brett trips.
Every 6 seconds, yeah.
What are you talking about? I'm
Every
taking a mud
6
bath. Thank you.
seconds for the next 30 seconds.
So wait a
Someone-
second. This is, yeah, I'm gonna help Gary out.
Someone give me life alert.
Yeah, like if everybody just like takes turns walking through that, like I said, like a conga line, they can all get like healed up. Fucking love this.
So I
spell.
move after that one.
Yeah, you guys can make a conga line to go through the healing demon thing. So by the end of like the next 30 seconds, you guys can walk through it a few
Everybody can
times and be healed up.
How many times? Because I have a lot of hit points missing.
It's gonna
5
be like
times.
4d6. 5d6? Okay.
I'm just gonna heal the 5. I'm not rolling it.
But what if you roll a 1 every time?
It would still be 5.
You know, that's a good point.
So what is it? 1d6 plus your constitution, or?
No. It's
Nope,
just
just
it's just a
1d6.
healing spell.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So, but you could walk through it 5 times. So the way it works is that you can get healed from it once every round while it's active. So if you guys are walking through it, you can heal currently 5d6.
Oh, okay.
I just imagine Breck and Humble Gary just dosey-doing around it.
we have our arms locked.
Are you guys
Yeah.
spinning like it's the sound of music?
Yep.
Yeah. This fucking spell is like, it's fucking awesome.
So while everyone's
Almost
healing
to a broken degree.
can I inspect the corpses and like see what's up with them? by like I'm like looking for like any brandings or like marks or anything like that.
Okay.
I will walk over to Arena and place my hand on her shoulder and say, "I am sorry we failed you."
I'm gonna go in and check on the father and try to wake him up.
All right. So Tile, roll an investigation. Food, you can roll a persuasion, and Jordan, he's definitely in there. You could probably wake him up.
I rolled a big old 4.
Yeah, you don't find anything. Just a bunch of zombies.
I just rolled a 16 for my persuasion.
16. Okay, so Arena just kind of pulls away and just stands near to her brother.
And I go up behind Bacchus and I just say,
I don't pay her any mind. She's just being irrational. It was her fault in the first place. We're here.
And we did follow them away from the crypt.
Let's see. How long is the storm past?
Yeah, after Strahd left, the clouds went away.
Alright, so I'm gonna walk out with the father then.
Oh, I thought I had a piece for him. I guess I don't yet.
Is everybody doing pretty good on healing?
yep.
Guys, I don't think we should wait around out here much longer. After what just happened, we should probably get moving.
So was the plan to spend the night and leave in the morning, or was it to leave right now?
I think it's leave in the
Dawn.
morning.
Leave at dawn, yeah.
At dawn, we plan.
Because if we leave later, it's gonna be like this play I saw where it had a bunch of vampire strippers killing people. I don't want that.
It could be the only thing pleasant things can hit, though.
All right, so they will go back to the burgomaster's mansion.
Should we accompany them and stay there the night to make sure that they don't get ambushed? Since we have
You
been
can.
hired.
They will let you if you want. All right. Good talk.
Let's go get Hop Along and we can stay at their place.
All right.
I will go back and get Baz, even though he's already here.
I'm back.
All right. So, yeah, you guys can go collect Baz. He is, he'll go with you.
Did anybody else recognize this set of balls right here at the top of the river?
It's a 3.
It's a balls. Those are balls.
Gay.
All right. So, as nighttime falls in the village, you begin to hear sounds outside. Starts with howling coming from a distance, and throughout the evening, you just hear banging on the walls. You see lights floating outside of the mansion. You hear wolves howling. You hear claws scratching at the door, at the foundations, anywhere they can get. You hear thuds against the roof of small creatures banging into it. You hear small scratches on the roof and at the windows. Irina and Ismark, they seem used to it, not happy with it, but used to it. And while they keep watch for a part of the evening, eventually they retire, and they tell you that they will see you in the morning.
Do you have anything to drink? It seems like I might need help going to sleep with all this racket.
Yes, drink. I could use a drink. Or, several drinks.
Ismark will look over at his sister and say that Irina doesn't let us keep it in the house.
What a bitch.
All right. Morning comes, and they are getting ready to head out. It is just before dawn. They have
So long rest?
long rest. They have a small cart, and hitched up to it they have a donkey. There are several supplies packed onto the cart. Bedrolls, food, provisions for travel.
What's the donkey's name?
Pete,
Good job, Pete.
I would like to greet the donkey.
I pet the donkey.
I'd like to ask the donkey about his parents.
you guys have been nicer to the donkey than anybody else in town.
The donkey seems to be the only person that works.
Oh, shots fired.
I'm excited about this. All right, so
Don't get close to the donkey. It seems like he might be evil.
All right, guys. When
Is it a zombie donkey?
a zonkey.
all right, guys.
Donkey Nation.
When we head out, we got to make sure that we have our medicine so we don't get dysentery.
You are about to follow the Borovian Trail. As the sun begins to peek over the horizon, you look at it and you see silhouetted opposite it the spires of Castle Ravenloft. And you remember the person you met last night. A small shudder goes down your spines, and Ismark waves you on and says, we should be going. We need to move. So I will have you guys. I'll have 3 people roll for a random encounter, and the way they do it, they have you roll a d12 plus a d8.
Like add them together?
Yeah.
I got an 11. Wait, I take that back. It's 5.
I got an 11.
I got a 9.
Come take a look at the text on this D12. It seriously looks like a 7 if you do it at the right angle.
It does.
All right, so as you travel, you come to the bridge crossing the Iveless River, and just before the bridge, on the side with the village, you see a small grave, just marked with a couple of sticks pushed together as a marker. It looks like it is a few weeks old. The grass is starting to grow over it.
I would like to investigate the grave.
Okay.
It's a 7.
It's a grave for sure.
Somebody died, guys.
You don't fucking say.
I, mean,
Yeah, what?
I don't know what's so special about it, except the fact that he's not in the cemetery. I mean, not all of them had to be in a cemetery.
Okay.
Can I investigate, like, well, not investigate, can I, look around to see if I, see any, like, any movement in, like, I assume this is off the side of the road?
Yeah.
Are there, like, woods behind, like that, on the other side of the river?
Not so on the other side of the river there are, but not on your side of the river.
Oh, so it's over here, it's where D
Yeah.
is?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
it's on the side where the village is.
I just want to see if I see or hear anybody in the area.
Okay. Make a perception check.
25.
There are 5. No, there are 7 people in the area.
Is it us? Are you a piece
It
of shit?
is. Yep. I'm
You're a
about to
piece of shit.
describe you guys with the donkey cart.
This is pointless, and I walk off frustrated back to the cart.
Back to your best friend, the donkey. So you guys cross the river, and then around noon, Ismark asks if anyone would make a small venture into the woods with him to see if there are any game to supplement lunch.
I will do this.
I'd go with. I like a good hunt.
Okay. So
I could also
Vakis
make good,
and
good berries for you guys if you guys are really hungry.
Vakis and Breck make a perception check.
17.
3.
Breck, you are certain that you see a rabbit run into a bush.
I saw a rabbit. Where's that bush over there? I go chase after the rabbit.
Okay. As you run through the woods after certainly seeing this rabbit, you step into a bear trap that closes on your foot, and you take 3 damage.
Son of a bitch.
However, with all the commotion, you lose sight of the rabbit.
Wait, who puts a bear trap out here trying to catch rabbits?
Ismark will come over and he will help you loose the trap, and he resets it and puts it back where it was.
I grab a stick and trigger the trap.
I think
It works.
And then
think
I throw the trap away.
again, Breck, I think that this is somebody's like food. Like you may want to like leave it active so that when they come back they can still eat.
Trap's not a way to hunt. You hunt with your hands, you hunt with a weapon in your hand.
Ismark just shakes his head and walks back to the group in the cart.
Did I not see anything with my 17?
Nope. There is little game in this woods.
Like there's a lot of game, but they're really little.
Right, they're so small.
Like
That explains
Chipmunks.
the bunny.
All right, and then the other one. So as the afternoon progresses, or as you progress to the afternoon, rather, you come to the fork in the road, and this is the part in the map where Ismark has shown you the road that is well worn, and then there's the shortcut that goes along the river.
I start just heading down the shortcut.
Okay. You guys continue down the shortcut, and you travel for another 2 to 3 hours without anything happening. And suddenly, down this, it's a game trail, but it appears like many people have taken it. There is a body just laying in the road.
What did I miss?
I'll investigate the body.
Breck got caught in a bear trap. Now there's a body in the road.
And what was up with that grave?
Nothing.
Noted.
Oh, okay.
Okay, make an investigation check on the corpse.
Not good. Oh, 5.
5. You look through the purse on the man's belt. You determine that it is a man, in fact. There is no coin in it. You don't find anything of value except for a small metal holy symbol.
He was wearing this holy symbol, or had it on his person. What killed him, I don't know.
Anyone else who looks sees an obvious knife wound to the neck, but Gary has just missed it.
I don't know how you guys figured that out.
I could look for days. I couldn't see nothing.
Probably a vampire just about to hold his neck.
It's probably her fiance, that did this.
Vampires to take the big tooth and just stab it to the neck and get the blood.
Are you saying they have just one tooth?
Clearly, I mean, look at the neck. Look at that neck hole. I mean, that neck hole's not natural.
I'm gonna lean towards Ismark and whatever her name is, and just be like, as you can see, we are not the smartest of individuals.
We're very wise, but not smart.
Speak
Okay.
for yourself.
So as you continue, it passes into evening, and as the sun is just about to dip below the horizon, you see a campfire up ahead.
Is this where the encampment's supposed to be that we're seeing it?
Yes.
Hey, Ismark, I think this is the stop that you're talking about. Is it usually safe, or should we take the sign of the dead body back there that it might not be as safe?
Ismark looks ahead, and he kind of makes a face, and he looks at you and he says, It should be fine. It is just the dirty Vistani. Make no move against them. Be courteous. Nothing bad should occur.
Who are they again?
Vistani.
I think he means they're like gypsy folk. They come in and they steal your gold and tell your fortune.
So, you guys come up. I need...
The trusty cart.
the card.
I like that the cart is the same size as the other carts.
Yep. Almost like I planned this out. So, you guys move to enter the camp. You pull the cart off the side of the road. And Irina and Ismark approach. They pulled their hoods back and announced their presence and their intent to come and share the fire, share a meal, and leave in the morning. Gary plays and sings. Around this campfire, where are my people? There are several men and a few women as well. They pretty clearly know each other. The men aren't sneaking like that. These are just there are very few just like regular people tokens.
They look shifty
And,
gypsies.
They're shifty ass Vistani. So They welcome you to the fire, and you see that there is a small deer cooking on a spit over the fire.
So far in this game, we've seen very little non-humans. Do they interact with us in any negative way, since that we're like all non-humans except for Gary?
No. In fact, they seem to be not perturbed at all that you are all weirdos.
I mean,
You get the
they got
feeling that this
vampires.
isn't the first time that this has happened.
Yeah, they got to deal with the out there and zombies and vampires with a big tooth.
Excuse me, sir. How much to get a piece of the deer?
He will tell you it costs nothing. We ask only that you bring what you have to share.
I can play some music. I pull out my schwam and
Play us a rip-roaring tune.
Okay. Go ahead and make a performance check.
that'll be a 14.
Yeah, it's pretty good. They enjoy it. They clap. Several of them are drinking. They're having a good time.
What would it take to get some of that drink?
I asked one of the ladies. Excuse me, would you like to dance?
Make a persuasion check.
A4.
Not into it.
Yeah, she looks across just to the other side of you, and there's a gentleman coming up, and he says, "Excuse me, my feline friend, did you just ask my wife to dance?"
I did, and I'm sorry. It was strictly just to dance, not for anything else. I promise. I will graciously retract my request.
Very well.
I will approach them and say, I do not have much to give, but I will make sure that as many people as possible will not have empty bellies tonight. And I will summon 10 good berries and I'll hand them out. They're not fantastic, but nobody will be hungry.
They're not great berries, but they're pretty good.
They're pretty good berries.
They're fine berries.
And the way he summons them is, welcome to Good Berries, home of the good berries. Can I take your order?
Can I take your order?
How much does a good berry cost?
A level 1 spell slot.
5 schmeckles.
5 schmeckles is $8 US.
10 true bucks.
God. How do those translate to good boy points?
1
10 chicken nuggets.
for every 1,000.
Oh. Okay. So Breck, I believe, was asking about the drink.
Yes.
And the man will say, I'm assuming you walked up to someone who was drinking.
Yeah.
And he will say, what do you have?
I got some gold.
Yes, we have a lot of gold here too. What items do you have?
I got much of trade. Kind of sold off in town long ago.
Trinkets, curios, anything unique?
I don't really have much ink.
I have a hammer.
Gotta give away. I mean,
He'll kind of sigh and say, "Then gold will suffice. Give what is appropriate."
how much alcohol you got?
Casks, kegs.
Give me a keg.
He he goes over to his cart over here, and on it there are several large barrels. And he slaps the one on the back and says,
Just imagining a very
"Yeah, I have to
not,
figure out how much a keg of ale costs."
like in real time. He's just like really shy. He's like slaps the guy on the back. He's like, like he's afraid to talk. Can I get a keg? Don't look at me.
He'll slap a big one on the back and he'll say, "For 80 gold, she is yours."
That's a lot of gold. Can we just start by the glass? How about that?
Yes, this is what I expected, and he'll pour you a glass.
I flip him a gold.
All right, he catches it out of the air.
I got all you more after this. And I kind of sit down next to the cart with the kegs. Went back against the wheel.
I'll sit next to him, not trying to get any, and just eat a good berry.
All right. As the evening passes, they call for more music.
Question: does anyone want to play a game? And I pull out my 3-dragon ante game.
Yeah, they'll play a game.
Okay.
All right, so this guy will come over. He'll play a game.
I laughed. Say, Kitty Cat's about to lose his pet.
Are you gonna play the game or?
Yeah. So how?
Yeah. Okay. So I guess I make this up. So
That's what I was trying to figure out, like how this would work. Like, it's...
see, I assume that when you asked if someone wanted to play a game, you had like a plan in mind.
I think it's
Well,
3-card Monty.
Yeah, it's 3-card Monty is what it is. I think the way it looks like it's the 3-dragon ante. Yeah. So roll 3d6.
All right.
It's gonna be a little difficult because I can see your rolls.
Oh, then I will use some dice over here.
All right, and I will do over here, I guess. Yeah.
Then it is not
All right.
3-card Monty.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I'm just going off of just a simple, like 3 dice, try to get the highest or something like that.
3 dice, try to get the highest. We can do that.
And then swap out one, like swap out dice as well. And then so bet, roll, bet, roll and see who's got it.
Okay.
All right. I'll put a gold piece in.
You will put a gold piece down.
All right.
While this is happening, what are Arena and Ismark doing?
They are just quietly participating, enjoying.
I'll put one more gold piece in.
As will the man.
All right. I'm gonna change out 2 cards.
Oh, you can do 2 at a time? Okay.
All right. Do you want to do just the one? That's fine.
Listen, I don't know. This is your game.
Okay.
2 is fine.
Yep. All right. So I'll put.
All right.
I'm gonna put 2 gold in.
The man will put 1 gold and then a seashell about the size of his palm. And he'll look at you like a question. Like, hey, is this cool?
It's a seashell.
It's a good seashell. It's a good seashell.
What's in the seashell?
It is one of the flatter ones, kind of the ones that they make soap look like.
Okay.
And on the inside, it's very shiny. And there's a hole near one end, like it was a necklace at one point.
Yeah, I'll go for it.
Okay.
All right, what you got?
I have 14.
All right, well, my friend, you get to keep your seashell and take these coins. It was a pleasure playing with you.
All right. He'll laugh and he'll tell you that you had a good time. If you want to play again, just holler at him later.
Will do. I'm kind of curious on that seashell now. You mind if I look at it?
Of course, and he'll hand it to you.
Okay.
The side with ridges is white with blue speckles on it. And on the inside, it is, like I said, it's very shiny, very shines with a good sheen.
Okay. How much, if you don't mind me asking, would you part with this or only through gambling?
I would. What do you have?
I mean, I don't really got much. I don't have much gold either.
I'm not interested in gold. Do you have anything interesting?
I got a dagger with a rat skull on it.
He will take it and he'll look at it. I would trade for this.
Sounds good. Here you go, my friend.
All right. You lose your rat skull dagger, and you gain a shiny seashell.
This is becoming one of those video game trading mini games. It's like down the line, Joe's gonna end up trading the seashell for like something else.
Maybe. Anyone else want to do anything the evening?
I'm just gonna keep on playing music.
Okay.
Is there anything like of interest that we kind of see around the camp, or is just the camp of people?
It is kind of just like a large, like a bonfire atmosphere. They're very friendly. They talk. They, ask you where you're from. A lot of them want to like touch the cat's furs. There are a few children that kind of peek out from the wagons, and when they see Vacus, their eyes get very big.
If there's any females that want to touch the cat fur, I am graciously going to volunteer my body.
Okay.
Weird.
Roll a percentage dice.
Percentage dice. Okay.
He's gonna get that one special gypsy that pets way too hard.
Or that one lady comes by and pets it, and that man gets really mad, beats the hell out of him.
49.
Okay. 49. All right. Yeah. Several people come up. A couple ladies, they come up and they stroke the fur. They kind of ooh and ah.
I start
But-
purring when they do that.
They laugh and they walk off. They're hanging out. This is something that they do regularly, from what you gather. And partway through the evening, one of the women come up to you as you're all just kind of talking and hanging out, and they say, you should go see Madame Eva. She does fortune tellings.
Fortune
you-
telling.
Talking about fortunes. Point her out to me.
She is in this tent.
I'll head on over there.
I pull myself up and throw, chug my one beer, throw 3 more coins down, and fill up 3 glasses and walk over that way.
All right. Is anyone else going for fortune telling?
I'll go. I'll like hear that and stop playing, and then walk on over.
All right. Gary?
I'll
You
have my
stay or
fortune
go?
told. Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So, she goes, or as you enter the tent, you see a woman. She is older, but she has a certain ageless quality. You can't place her age. She is full of wisdom, but she is still attractive. She's not grandmotherly. She just has this kind of unique aura. She ushers you in. There are many chairs. And from beside her on a table, she grabs a deck of cards. She begins to shuffle them. And she says to you, "Welcome, welcome. I see there are more people that Strahd has brought. The Von Zarovich line is very strong in him. Let's see what we shall see." And she begins to set cards out on the table.
I asked how she knew we were. How
It's
we were
called
some-
Your Fortune, and she's a fortune teller.
I mean, she kind of sees all. I said, she sees all of us. She goes, they're definitely not from around here.
my mouth will just like drop and like
Gasp. She smiles a little, and she sets out 5 cards in a pattern. And she says, "It is difficult to know before a reading what will come of it. Should you wish to proceed, there is no exit before the reading is finished. Despite what you hear, whether it upsets you or not, it must be complete."
But isn't there a door behind us? That's an exit, right?
Yes, but you must not exit unless the reading is complete.
Okay.
It's like a
Sounds-
verbal rape.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
like, yeah, I mean, it's a tent. The door is wide open. You can leave at any time. She's telling you not to.
I sit down.
Is there water here involved?
I actually, it's like, it's okay if I put my drinks down.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Not on this table. But
Oh.
there are there are several chairs. You can set them on a chair next to you.
Okay. I put 2 of the drinks like carrying down and start drinking the other one as I sit down next to Gizmo.
Okay.
So, how about that reading?
So she lays out 5 cards, 3 vertically, and then 2 on either side. And as she does, she places her hands over them. And she says, shit, where'd it go? Hang on. All right. So she places her hand over the cards and she begins to hum softly. You feel an energy come into the room. And she grabs the first card and flips it over. It has 6 stars on it. And she opens her eyes and they are white. As if instead of eyes where you just saw, there are just pearls. And she says, "The tome is hidden in the crypt of a wizard ordinaire. His staff is the key." She grabs the card all the way closest to you. She flips it over. And you see 2 glyphs on it. And she says, "I see a garden dusted with snow, watched over by a scarecrow with a sackcloth grin. Look not to the garden, but to the guardian for the symbol." She grabs the card in the center and she flips it. And there are 6 swords on the card. She says, "Find the mad dog's crypt. The treasure lies within, beneath blackened bones, which grasp the hilt of a blade." She goes to the card to her right. She flips it over. She says, and it has a marionette on it. She says, "What horror is this? I see a man, made by a man, ageless, alone. It haunts the towers of a castle." She flips over the card to her left. And she says, "I see a man. He haunts the tomb of the man that he envied above all." And with that, she closes her eyes again. She rests her hands on the table, and a gust of wind kind of flows through. Not enough to move the cards, but enough to blow a chill down your back.
Right. That was a garden covered in snow? Look at the guardian.
Yep. Look to the guardian.
Did they mention something about a scarecrow?
Watched over by a scarecrow.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
I missed the first one.
I'll put these. I'll put the things that she said in the public notes on the Strahd page.
Tome is hidden in a crypt of a wizard. His staff is key.
Yep. Tome is in the crypt of a wizard. His staff is the key. The symbol look to the guardian, not the guardian, or look not to the guardian, but to the guardian. She said the hilt of a sword is in a mad dog's crypt.
Okay, and it's hidden inside of bones. There's a man made of by man, ageless, haunts tower of the castle. And the last one is man haunts the tomb of a man he envied above all else. Taking those shorthand notes.
Good.
Because that's how
Typing in Notepad.
that's how it should be. You shouldn't be giving us the shit. Because if we forget, that's on us.
All right.
I was trying to take the notes. The last one of us got them down.
Yeah, I got all 5 typed up.
That was quite a lightning.
All right.
That was mighty fine reading there. Not really looking forward to that snow, but all right.
I mean, the marionette thing, man looks young out of the castle. That sounds a lot like Strahd.
I mean, he is technically made by a man, but also from a woman.
Ma'am, what are your feelings towards Strahd?
She'll say he leaves the Vistani alone, which is good. I know there are things that he has done that are not wonderful. However, I think that once he was a good man.
Insight check?
Okay.
$23.
You think she's telling the truth?
I think we were all once good men. And I will walk out of the tent.
All right.
So, are we safe to leave now, I guess?
Yeah, she will say that you are free to exit. Remember the warnings I have given, for the things that I see always come through.
Do you accept pay for your services?
I ask nothing, but should you see fit, you may leave a token.
I leave 2 gold coins on the table.
All right. All right, and as you guys, so Hefe's out. Gizmo plays and sings. Humble Gary.
Yes.
Anything else you wanted to do with Madame Ava?
No.
So, Madam Ava, is there anything else you can read for us, or is it just kind of the one-off?
She will look at you and say, I see hints of madness in your eyes, feline. But do not worry. Tread carefully. Do not mistake bravery for stupidity. Find the things you are looking for. And perhaps, you may yet be the one to free us all from this horrible curse.
I wrap her hands in my paws and look her in her eyes and say, "Thank you, madam. But will I ever find love?"
No, no, child.
She laughs. She looks back at you. She throws her deck of cards into the air and snatches one.
I started plotting.
She sets it
I look at
down
him
on
by
the table.
amazement.
She sets it on the table face down. And she says, it may yet be that you find someone to hold you, but the threads of love are often tangled in the skein. I dare not look into the future of your happiness, feline.
I kiss her hand and bow and walk away. And flip 2 silver to her.
She turns the card over. It's the broken penis card. Be careful. No, she.
I walk out the door.
You
My
exit.
dick.
He trip and fall.
Trip,
You
fall,
left
land on my
Philip
dick.
reading.
Yeah. So, you guys pass the rest of the evening, and for anyone who will listen, one of the Vistani tells this tale, and he will stand up above the fire and begin to speak of this wizard. And he'll say, a mighty wizard came to this land over a year ago, but I remember him like it was yesterday. See, he stood exactly where you are standing. A charismatic man he was. He thought he could rally the people of Barovia against the devil Strahd. He stirred them with thoughts of revolt and bore them to the castle en masse. And when the vampire appeared, the wizard's peasant army fled in terror. A few stood their ground, and they were never seen again. The wizard and the vampire cast spells at each other. Their battle flew from the courtyards of Ravenloft to a precipice overlooking the falls. I saw the battle with my own eyes. Thunder shook the mountainside, and great rocks tumbled down upon the wizard, yet by his magic he survived. And lightning struck from the heavens, struck out against the wizard, and again he stood his ground. But when the devil Strahd fell upon him, the wizard's magic couldn't save him, and I saw him thrown 1,000 feet to his death. Of course, I climbed down to the river to search the wizard's body to see if, he had anything of value. But the river Evilis had already spirited him away.
Do you by chance know where on the river that it went? Or that he fell down?
I love a good happy ending. Take a drink.
The wizard's staff is the key.
So he will tell you that, yeah, it was around here where it says Sayre Falls. So it is further west.
Well then, we might have to go check ourselves and we'll see what happens.
Why'd he have to fall in water?
Blazing Sings, you really don't like water, do you?
Well, he is a cat.
Water is the breath of life.
I mean, I don't mind water. I'm a cat.
I also don't mind water. Take a drink of my beer.
Blazing Sings, question: when was the last time you actually bathed?
I'll start licking myself now.
When you pee, does it terrify you too?
No.
He's never hydrated enough.
What do you mean if I pee? That's not water.
I have some real bad news for you there.
What?
Hey, it's water that comes out of your pee hole.
I mean, sometimes it dies straight, you gotta drink it.
And when you get a good workout and it starts beating up on your skin, that's water too. Actually,
No.
I'm pretty sure that most of us are made of water.
He's a cat, man. I don't know if he sweats.
Sweat.
You see those tears you got, Blazing Sings? That's also water.
I mean, not no, scary or anything, but if you look over there, there's a lot of water over that way. I mean, one good rain, we could pretty much be washed away.
I mean, we were mighty lucky that it was just Strahd and not a rainfall.
We were lucky it was just a vampire lord and not a cloud.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Clouds.
Now, hold your horses. Clouds are just fluffy cotton. We all know that.
True.
Right? See?
I thought it was food for the birds. I mean, you see them fly through it, and I've never actually seen a bird eat, so
Everybody knows clouds are fluffy bits of happiness. They get caught up in the sky.
When
and
you die, you go up there and you sleep on them.
sounds downy soft.
Blazing Things will run away
This Blazing Sings
Trips and
having
he
it.
falls into the
to
water.
the tree over here. Climb up the tree.
And now he's just gonna get stuck up there.
I think we're gonna have to go back to town and get some firemen to come out here and get him.
Would it be bad if I created the rainfall right on top of him?
I mean, it might scare him out.
It'd be kind of funny.
Kitty would go running.
Wait, you can actually make rain clouds?
Not at the moment.
Oh, you got my hopes up.
I could make the rain. That's not making a rain cloud.
Aw. I was really hoping to see just a singular cloud that followed him around. Kind of like shock therapy.
All right. So, as the evening passes, things die down. Someone is always awake to tend the fire. So let's have. I just need 2 perception rolls to see what's going on. Oh, sorry. I need 2 people to take watch.
Oh, I'll take one, and I got a. You said perception?
Yeah.
That would be
Lucas will
a
also take
20.
one.
Okay.
Voka's got the 15.
All right.
Unnatural 20, not a.
Right. Not a 24.
Yep.
Yeah. As the night passes, things go very smooth. Nothing comes into the camp to bother you. There are a few dogs, but these are trained dogs. Though they are massive and shaggy, they come up, they nestle against the people, they walk around a little bit, but besides that, things are quiet.
Are those two kids still peeking at me and giggling?
Through the night, no, the kids are all in the wagons or the tents. However, in the morning, when you all wake up, there are probably 10 to 15 kids running around the camp, getting things ready. The men and women are preparing for the day. They're cooking a breakfast, which just appears to be a root vegetable hash, using a little bit of the meat from the night before. And they're just preparing it over the large fire. However, Ismark and Irina are well packed and ready as the sun comes up, and they tell you that it is time to be on our way.
Can I grab some breakfast to go?
If it is ready now, you may. Otherwise, we need to leave. We must make as much time as we can on the road.
I kind of drank a lot last night.
They pass you some jerky and some hard bread.
Thank you, good folks.
And as you leave, the people wave. Few of them holler. They say goodbye, and they send you off.
I think I healed back up my 3 hit points.
You did. You healed up your 3 hit points you lost to the bear trap. That devil machine.
Yeah, it was a long rest.
So you begin the day. We are starting from here at G, and you are traveling up along the river.
And what's the dice roll thing? It's a D12 and a D8?
Yeah.
And just to note, Plays and Thing's eyes are really puffy.
Mm-hmm.
From all that water?
Yeah.
So much water.
I got a 17.
17. Okay. All right. You guys come following the river to the base of this canyon, and further off to the west there is a waterfall that cascades over the cave. But about 150, 200 feet east of the waterfall, there is a large stone bridge that crosses the canyon that the river is in. And when you look over and look down, you see that the river is a sharp drop, probably many hundreds of feet down.
What was that story about the wizard in the falls?
Supposedly he landed somewhere down there.
And did
I-
the fortune teller say something about the wizard's like treasure and the staff being the key?
So she said that the tome is hidden in the crypt of the wizard. His staff is the key. Then we heard the story that the wizard fell down, but then when the guy went down there to check, he wasn't there. So I don't know if we got time to really go.
I was going to say the same thing. Maybe we should come back.
I definitely think we should check this out for ourselves.
Yes.
But we need to get this sweet Irina here over to Valaki to try to keep her safe from the creepy dude with the greaseback hair.
Okay. So you cross the bridge. You come to the other side. Let me get another D20. Or D12 plus D8.
8.
So as you come to a fork in the road, you see that there is a black carriage. There are 2 horses attached to it. And standing in the road, looking at you, is a man on a horse. That's really all you can tell from your current position. You're kind of far away.
So there's a black carriage being drawn by 2 horses, and in front of it, there's a man riding a horse.
Yes.
So how far away is it?
There's still a few hundred feet in front of you.
Do they look shady?
It's tough to tell.
I mean, they have a carriage. I mean, that can be pretty shady inside.
I mean, we have a carriage, so I guess so.
You don't really have a carriage. Yours is just, it's a small cart. This is just the only cart I have.
Oh, okay.
Yours is more like a wagon. Not very large. It is probably... It's probably about 5-6 feet wide and maybe 8 feet long.
So enough
2
to
wheels.
enough to carry the butterball, and that's about it.
Yeah, you could. Baz is in there. There are supplies, blankets, bedrolls, that kind of thing. It's not large by any means.
Gotcha.
Can lift a lot of weight though.
Look at Pete. I said, Pete, don't you be intimidated by his horses now. You're a good doggy.
I say that maybe we should ready equipment, but nothing too aggressive.
Why are you worried? It's just a carriage and a man on a horse.
I mean, maybe there's more people inside the carriage. And they're just trying to attack us weary travelers.
I mean, it's kind of weird to be trying to attack us with a giant carriage just sitting in the middle of the road.
Oh, is it just sitting there?
The carriage it's off to one side, but it's not off the road. Yeah, it's just sitting.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like moving towards us. I mean, I guess technically, since we're moving towards it, then is.
Yeah.
Maybe he needs help then?
I'm gonna draw my sword and be on alert.
Okay.
And then I guess we're gonna slowly approach.
I'll have my weapon drawn.
I'll just leave mine sheathed, but ready to pull it out. Ew.
I'll continue walking with my walking staff.
Okay, Wingy, which weapon are you readying?
My longsword.
Oh. I was just worried because you said you were going to whip it out, and I was like, well, this is a family game.
I said I was going to keep it sheathed.
Wow. But ready.
I mean, it's always ready.
Is that your secret?
I give you a wink with like the little ping noise.
Gary, who you talking to?
You guys can't hear that voice? Oh, that's kind of weird.
All right. So, you are on map 4. So start at the edge near the... I don't know, the edge. And I'm going to take a second. I have to find a new token for this real quick. Ha, I didn't have to find a new token, I just moved it. That's why it wasn't loading.
So he's straight up blocking the path.
Yeah.
You gotta pay the toll, because if I don't get no toll, then I don't get no rolls.
You'll never get this boy's hole.
Gotta pay
You
the
saying
roll
boy's
toll.
hole?
Let's get the boys' hole.
All right.
Night
So
man.
the rider dismounts, and you see that he is no man, but in fact he is a skeleton.
Where's the cart at? It's like directly to the left or right of him?
That's a huge horse.
Is the horse a skeleton too?
As you look at the horse, you can see that there are parts of it that are just rotting away.
Can I turn to Ismark and ask, do you know anything about this?
He'll tell you that The undead run rampant here. As long as the land is cursed by this devil, they always will.
If we can, we should avoid this, correct?
Maybe you should have left with that information. You know, they say, hey, we're taking a trip. There's gonna be a lot of skeletons.
They did say that.
What part about we are going on a dangerous journey full of peril and battle did this not encompass?
He's got a point. At least it's not a vampire. Just a dead man and a dead horse.
Ismark will look to you and say, we've been tricked by the devil once. Perhaps you should go deal with it. We will stay here and guard the cart. Do not fall for his tricks.
Let's go do what we do best and beat a dead horse.
Hey, Baz, you
Alright.
wanna help guard the cart?
Yeah, I'd love to.
As he eats cheese.
Yeah, just munching on wheels of cheese.
Calories increase his healing of his leg. But they decrease
Alright.
his mobility because he gets fatter.
Go ahead and roll initiative.
What, just right off the bat? No conversations.
You're gonna conversate with the skeleton?
We talk to this donkey.
Does anyone actually have the ability to talk to donkeys?
No one's actually really conversated with the donkey.
We talked at the donkey.
I don't have the donkey. I said, Pete, you're a good donkey. Don't be intimidated by the horse.
When I saw your roll, I was like, damn it, I'm not gonna be able to go before him.
Oh yeah.
And then I rolled a natural 20.
Bitch.
Oh, how dare you!
Alright. Jordan, you're up.
Alright. And I'm gonna take a I'm gonna use my feline.
Take a shit fuck.
No, I was like, that range is probably not. I'm gonna be shooting at disadvantage, I think. Range is 80.
Yeah.
So is that disadvantage?
Yeah, you're 35 away. Or 35. 85 away.
Okay, then I'm gonna use my feline ability to move a few feet closer.
Okay.
And take a shot at Mr. Scaly. That would be 14 plus 7.
Yep.
Okay. And that's for a total of 18 damage.
Alright. Skeleton is going to pull out his arrows. Knock them to his own bow. Fire twice. He'll probably hit you with the 1.
What is it?
18 plus a lot. 18 plus 5. So 23 to hit you.
Where the hell do you get 18? I see a 17, a 15, and a 1.
Yeah, nope, sorry.
I mean, no,
I was
regardless,
reading
17 still
differently.
hits.
Yeah,
But...
so it's 5, sorry, it's 5 plus, or 15 plus 5. So
Okay.
it's 20. I was just looking at another thing. So I gotta roll the percentage dice. So you take 10. So that is 15. Oh, 15 is a weak one. 15 is just disadvantage on his next attack. But the horse will run up, charge, and give you 2 hoofs right in your cat face.
I'm ready for those critical rolls.
Probably not.
Close. 18. That hits.
18 plus 2 is 20, so it's a double crit. No, the first one will hit you, the second one will miss terribly.
I would have laughed if it was a 1, and then he fell and broke his hoof.
So that is 6 damage, and you need to make a strength save.
God damn it! What'd you do with my dice?
I moved it like 3 squares.
Strength is 10. Wait, saving throw. Sorry, 10 or 11.
You fall prone. All right. Breck. It's a bad, mean horse.
Shit, I'm about to set my whole turn to get into rage.
Oh, Gears is he just asked if we left him in the cart.
Tell him he's dead again.
Oh, he can
So I
hear
must
you.
spend my action to get in range of the horse. That's it.
Okay. He can hear. He's not in Discord.
He's watching the stream.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's just hanging out in the cart, dead. Dead forever. Plays and sings.
I am going to. What am I going to do? I'm going to go 30 feet forward.
Okay.
And I am going to cast Vicious Mockery on the warhorse. So it needs to make a wisdom save.
You call yourself a horse. That donkey's better than you.
He's not gonna make it.
Ah, my pride.
Sweet. So that's 1d4. Now he has disadvantage on next attack. So 3 damage.
Okay. Gary.
I'm just gonna run up there and then use my action to dash
All right.
to get into range.
Bacchus.
Boom, wolf. Boom. 50 feet. Boom. Attack.
Say boom. You can't talk when you're a wolf.
He said woof.
Woo, woof.
Whoa.
Did that dire wolf just say womb?
21.
Yeah, that hits.
For 10 damage.
Okay. Gizmo.
So it's half movement to stand up?
Yep.
Alright, then I'm going to do a bonus action disengage.
All right.
Move back the other 15 feet. and take a shot at the warhorse.
All right.
Are you fucking kidding me?
It touched tile. It was.
You touch tile,
17.
17, and then to a 2. So that misses.
That's what you get for rubbing your dice up against tile.
Never do it.
Will you stop blocking my goddamn dice?
Hey man, not my fault.
All right. So, the skeleton man is going to shoot 2 arrows at the big wolf. Pretty good arrows. 15 and 21.
Both hit.
That is 12 damage. And then the horse, no one hit him. The wolf hit him. He's going to kick you with two of his little feeties.
Oh,
Disadvantage on the
needed to
first
make a-
one?
He needed to make a strength throw. I didn't even remember that. It'll be next turn. Never mind.
Okay. That's pretty good. That is a 15.
Yo.
And then he misses with the second one. Been rolling a lot of 2s. A lot of 2s. That is 6 damage with his little feety. Brock.
It's like I'm healing by taking all of the damage.
Rick.
My turn?
Yep.
I am going to swing at them.
How dare you?
Uh, 25.
Barely hits.
Nine points of damage.
All right. Plays and also sings.
I'm gonna do vicious mockery on the horse again.
All right.
I made it.
Yeah. A horse is a horse, of course, of course.
That horse won't be mocked.
Not twice. Humble Gary.
Gonna swing at the horse with my long sword. Oh, I took it out when I was running, by the way.
I thought you said you were getting your weapon out.
My weapon was like
Yes, he did.
ready, but not out. But
Oh, okay.
I would have drawn it on my way there.
Yeah.
So, okay. 19.
Hits.
Ten damage.
Ah, we beat the dead horse.
You did. Because.
I will run up my 50 feet. That's right, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna hit it, but I am gonna use a bonus action to roll a couple of hit dice, because I can do that.
Sure.
I'm gonna use a level 2 spell slot and gain 2d8. gonna be 11 damage that I healed.
All right. Gizmo.
All right, I'm exactly. I think I'm 80 away from him. Correct? I'm at max range. I counted that correctly. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna take a shot at him.
Yeah, you will.
And I'm gonna roll percentage dice.
Yes, you will. Come on, 100.
83.
You really thought that one was going to hit him and just take his skelly head off. However, it didn't. It sailed right through his eye and just kind of out the back, and it did nothing. So your turn is over, and you are surprised until the end of your next turn.
Well then.
So you're just gonna, ah!
I'm more surprised that the arrow went through the skull. That I had such great aim. Just he didn't have the back of a head.
The skeleton is gonna shoot the wolf twice. God bless it. They'll hit it once.
These ones.
Yeah, for 9 damage. Suck it, wolf. You know. Do some
Come on, 100.
dumbass
100.
shit. 43. Disadvantage on his next attack roll against any target. Brack. You could go here if you dash.
Good
Alright.
there.
Place on sings.
I'm gonna cast Magic Missile rank 1 on him.
Okay. 3d4 plus 3.
That's 6 plus 3, so 9, 12 damage.
He did.
I'd like to
Alright.
check out the wagon.
Okay.
Are we still in combat?
Nope.
Okay.
That follow plays and sinks. Check out the wagon.
Alright. From here, you can tell that it's definitely some kind of a cart. There are 2 horses attached to it.
Are the horses alive?
Yeah.
All right, I'll try opening
Yeah.
the wagon.
They're not skeleton horses, though.
From way over there? In hell?
Oh, it's right there.
Hey, Bacchus, I know you can't talk right now, but just out of curiosity, can you that Holy Spirit that you casted? Is that something you can cast all the time, or I guess Wolf Twice if you can.
Wolf twice if you
Wolf.
can.
Yep.
Oh, wife.
This has just been the worst night for the English language.
What sound does the wolf make?
Wolf. Caw. Caw.
I'm a birdie too.
I'm a birdie too. So, Tile, you open up the carriage, and it's empty.
Hey guys, we got a nice ride here. I step inside.
Okay.
horses
the
run
door
into the river.
immediately closes, and the horses take off.
My pleasure, Sings.
And that is where we will end for the night.
No.
Yep.
Guys, we're down one cat.
I think the other one went into the water.